Okay, about sa gagawin nyo, so we're going to watch the video that you're going to make Thursday. Thursday yung yung deadline nung video. Kamusta po yung video na ginagawa po natin? Angelica, kamusta po? Yung video po na ginagawa.
Ipa-finalize na lang po.
Ipa-finalize. How about the other group?
Magawa pa lang po ng script.
By the way, si Husel ba tama? Hindi ako naka-open video. Sorry Okay, si Husel po. Anong group
po?
Anong group?
Group 3 po. Group 3 po.
Okay.
Opo.
Sige, by the way, si John Michael, wala siyang subject para sa atin. May subject siya sa UMS 11 Fortitude na 4 lang. So, yung oral com, hindi po kasama. Okay? Now, so, as part of the video that you're going to make, okay, sa Thursday, kasi bukas ng hapon sa klase natin. So, panonoorin natin yung video na ginawa nyo. So, today, wait lang para ma-focus sa PowerPoint natin. Now, this is... Yes po, may question po ba?
Sa Zoom po ba dapat i-record, sir? Or pwede pong edit? Yung sa group po kasi namin, edit po yung ginawa.
Yeah. Pwede naman po.
Thank you.
Okay, wait lang. Patayin ko lang yung tugtog. Naka-open pa pala. Okay, sorry. Nalilito ako sa PowerPoint ko. Okay, for the video that you are making, ito kasi is related sa discussion natin today. So as you have read the modules, so mas mahalaga yun na nababasa natin yung modules paano ba ito? Current slide. So we have types of speech context. So as we discuss sa first module, okay? Now pwede maging isa, okay? So the meaning of communication, it's the involvement of pwedeng isa, okay? Pwedeng dalawa, pwedeng tatlo, or infinite numbers. Okay? So when we say infinite numbers, kahit ilan, kahit millions pa yung involvement for the speech. Okay? Pamute po, please. Okay? Now, so we are going to discuss the types of speech context. So for number 1 is intrapersonal. So when we say intra, so within ourselves, so we're talking about, or we communicate with ourselves. We ask ourselves, we think para sa ating mga thoughts, for example, na we think of something that is na pinagkakwentuhan natin. For example, pagharap sa salamin. This refers to communication that centers on one person where the speaker acts both as the sender and the receiver of the message. Ito na yung ikaw na nga yung sender, ikaw pa rin yung receiver. Because it is intrapersonal. You're talking to yourself. Hindi naman sinasabing baliw ka, parang ganito, baliw ka. Because this is natural for us na kausapin natin yung sarili. Okay? So, the message is made up of your thoughts and feelings. Okay? Now, kapag may dinadamdam tayo because of some people na na-inspire tayo, for example, kinakausap natin yung sarili, Joseph or si Nicole. Okay, for example, pinapangalanan mo yung sarili mo, kausap mo yung sarili mo, Vincent, kaya mo yan. Kaya mo yung gawin. Nicole, kaya mo yan. Parang gano'n. Huwag kang umiyak, for example. So, kausap mo yung sarili mo. You speak to yourself. Parang gano'n lang. So the channel is your brain, okay, which processes what you are thinking and feeling. Okay? Kasi nag-iisip ka eh. So the channel will be your brain, syempre, yung neurons. Okay? Now, there is feedback in the sense that as you talk to yourself, na nagtanong ka or something that you ask yourself, sasagutin mo din. Okay? Hindi naman, totally na may something na related psychologically, may problem. Okay? So, natural lang po sa atin yon. Now, so let's go with this kind of picture. Ayan. So, kapag nagsasalamin tayo, halimbawa, nagpapagwapo, halimbawa, si Jen Leo, for example. Ayan, Jen Leo ang pogi mo, parang gano'n. Si Jamie Don, ang ganda mo naman Jamie Don, parang gano'n. So, kausap mo yung sarili mo. Now, it's kind of speech context na intrapersonal. Yun lang po yan. Now, if there's more than one person involved sa speech context, so we call that as interpersonal. Okay? For this interpersonal, pwedeng dalawa, pwedeng tatlo, pwedeng apat. Okay? Kapag one person lang, intrapersonal, okay? Pag more than one, it's interpersonal. Okay. So later on, we're going to discuss kung ano ba. Kung alin ba yung dalawa, alin ba yung tatlo, apat, lima, or millions of people na may involve sa communication na yun. Now, this refers to communication between and among people and establishes personal relationship between and among them. Okay? Now, of course, we have best friends. We have close friends. So I talked last night with my best friend. So there's an involvement of uh, another one person. So this is kind of interpersonal speech context. Okay? Paano din ba yung involvement ng tatlo, apat? Okay, so we're going to find out. Next one is, okay, so for example, so we have types of interpersonal context. Kanina, types of speech context. Dalawa lang. Okay? Intra and interpersonal context. Okay? So, wala na tayong ibibigay na types of intrapersonal kasi iisang tao lang naman yon. So, we're talking about the interpersonal. Pwede ng dalawa, pwede ng tatlo, or infinite numbers. Okay? So, we have the dyad communication. So this is an involvement of between two people. Okay, for example, kausap mo yung best friend, close friend, or mama mo, daddy mo, pinsan mo. Okay, so there's kapag dyad, dalawang tao lang po. Okay, what if more than two? Ngayon, okay, we're talking about the small group. Okay, small group, this refers to communication that involves at least 3 but not more than 12 people engaging in a face-to-face interaction to achieve a desired goal. Okay? Now, kanina 'di ba? Magkakamustahan muna tayo. This is between the groups na meron tayo. Group 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so let's go with group 1. Sino po yung leader ng group 1 po? Group 1? Wala po ba yung group 1 dito? Representative.
Kami po yung group ko.
Okay, Angelica, sige. Kamusta po yung communication nyo within your group?
Naging maayos po yung communication namin, sir, kasi nagkakaintindihan po kaming lahat. And ginawa ko po, sir, is kinuha ko po yung mga saloobin nila, sir, para po mas madali pong matapos yung sa amin.
Okay, very good. So, kasi I gave you this instruction, okay, this kind of activity, we have to achieve a desired goal. Okay? So this desired goal, kinakailangan may involvement, may engagement yung members. Hindi lang tutunga nga yung isa. Hindi lang umaasa yung isa na parang walang ambag sa lipunan, parang ganun. Kailangan there's an involvement of every person sa kanyang leader. Okay? Maganda yan, Nicole, ha, na tinanong mo yung mga members mo kung ano yung saloobin nila. Maganda yan, ha? That's the biggest factor or one of the biggest factors, okay? Now, let's go with group 2. Group 2 po. Group 2. Alvin Manyo. Group 2 ka ba?
Sir,
Group 2 ka?
di man po.
Okay. Sino po yung representative ng group 2? Any representative, ha? Kahit hindi leader po. Wala pong sasagot. Huh. Okay, how about group 3? Group 3. Group 4.
Sir. Group 3 po.
Sir,
John.
sorry po, kami po pala yung group 3. Ay, group 2 po.
Okay. Sige. Si Jonah muna, ha? Jonah.
Ako
Kasi
po sa group.
siya yung unang sumagot. Sige, Jonah.
Um,
Kamusta po
hindi
yung communication natin?
Parang ganun din po kalamas ka rin niya, sir. Nag-video call po kami, tapos nag-usap-usap din po namin kami. Hiningi po namin yung mga opinion nila, saka mga suggestion din po nila.
Okay, sige. Okay, ganito na lang gagawin natin, ha? In a scale of 1 to 10, i-rate lang natin yung engagement ng bawat member of the group. Okay? In a scale of 1 to 10, how well is your communication? 1 to 10 lang, ha? Group 1, Angelica. Angelica? 1 to 10.
10 po, sir.
10, okay?
10 po.
May conviction. Okay, Jonah. Jonah?
Ano po, mga siguro po 8, kasi hindi naman po lahat talaga na ano po sa amin.
Okay. How about Gianfranco?
Ano po yun, sir?
Hindi nakikinig. Okay.
Sir, hindi daw po maka-join sila ate doon. Yun daw pong mga naka-iOS user po.
Okay, sige. Matatapos na din yung ano natin eh. Ayan. Kaka-join niya lang. Okay, how about group 4? Sino po yung group
Sir?
4? Yes? In a scale of 1 to 10 po. How well is your communication? 7?
7 po. Kasi po yung nagtatanong ako ng suggestions pero nag-agree naman po sila na yung plot na lang na naisip ko yung sundin.
Okay. So, malaki din yung trust para sa iyo as a leader. Okay, sige. Let's go with this. Okay, this is the small group. So, between ano lang to, kapag ka small group, it's between or among the pwedeng 3, pwedeng 4, pwedeng 5. So, parang group lang or team or private group or team. Okay, parang ganun lang. But if more than, okay, ang involvement kasi to, okay, babalik ko lang, ha. More than 3, okay, involves at least 3 hanggang ano lang, more than 12. Okay? So, kapag lumagpas tayo doon, okay, this is what we call public na. Public, ha? This type refers to communication that requires you to deliver or send a message before or in front of a group. So, ito na yung mga, for example, conference, like this. Okay? Conference, for example, yung mga seminar. Okay? Those are public speaking. Okay? Pwedeng maging involve yung, for example, 50 participants. Okay? Kapag millions na yung involvement, ito yung tinatawag nating okay? So, like this, picture, para ma-picture out natin kung ano yung public. Now, this one, mass communication na tayo. Now, this refers to communication that takes place through television. Ngayon, it's a national Okay? Kapag ka-television kasi, it's an involvement of national matter. Okay? So, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao. So, we have millions of people na may, every family has a television. Depende po sa sitwasyon po. Now, ang makakanood ng news mo or speech mo is millions of people. Okay, so we call this as mass communication. Okay, kapag related sa radio, newspaper, magazines, books, etc. Okay, mass communication na po yun. Ngayon, from one person, okay, intrapersonal. Okay, two persons, dyad communication. Okay, kapag 3 to 12, okay, so we call that as a small group. Kapag public naman, more than 12 hanggang pwede na siguro 100 or 150 or aabot naman ng hundreds. Okay? Those are public. Okay? Public communication. Now, if it is the involvement of mass communication, pwede pong thousands, millions, okay? 100,000s, millions of people. Okay? Ganun lang po. Para ano natin, mas mapadali yung ating discussion. And do we have questions po?